Intelligence. It is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. We have all heard this word 100 times and probably have a general understanding of its meaning. The concept of intelligence has been a widely debated topic among the members of the psychology community. Before going to the details, please remember to subscribe this channel if you are new here. Do watch other videos at the channel, share it with students and those who love learning psychology. Thank you. Let's see the definition of intelligence. The contemporary definition of intelligence vary considerably. Experts generally agree that intelligence involves mental abilities such as logic, reasoning, problem solving, and planning. Specifically, the current definitions tend to suggest that intelligence is the ability to learn from experience. The acquisition, retention, and use of knowledge is an important component of intelligence. Then, recognize problems. To use knowledge, people first must identify the problem it might address. Then, solve problem. People must then use what they have learned to come up with the solution to the problems. So, in short, intelligence can be defined as the ability to acquire and use new knowledge and skills. Wisdom versus intelligence. What is the difference? Is wisdom the same thing as intelligence? The terms are often used interchangeably, but they are not the same thing. Intelligence is the ability to assimilate and utilize new information. Wisdom, on the other hand, is the ability to use past experience to make informed decisions about the future. Intelligence is important for acquiring knowledge and solving problems. Wisdom is necessary for applying that knowledge in a meaningful and effective way. A person can be highly intelligent but may lack wisdom and vice versa. For example, consider you are planning to make a major purchase like a new car or some new home appliance. Your intelligence would help to research different models, compare features and prices, and identify the best option based on your needs and budget. Wisdom comes into play when you consider the long-term consequences of your purchase. A wise person would also consider factors like the environmental impact of the product, its energy efficiency, and its long-term durability. They may also think about the impact of the purchase on their personal finances and whether it fits with their long-term goals. In this scenario, intelligence helps you to make an informed decision based on fact and figure, while wisdom helps you to consider the broader implication of your purchase and make a choice that align with your values and long-term plans. So, wisdom is different from intelligence. Intelligence in psychology. Psychology defines intelligence in a number of different ways, and it is because in psychology there are many competing doctrines. Consider psychology as a tree. Each branch that sprouts from the trunk, it has the roots in the same principle and foundation, but each branch take a different path towards the sunlight. The way you define human intelligence in psychology depends on the branch of psychology you use to define it. The psychology recognizes the human intelligence as the ability to acquire and synthesize new information. Now let's see what is basic intelligence. One of the earliest theories of intelligence was proposed by the English psychologist Charles Spearman. This is focused on the single form of intelligence, that is, generalized intelligence or the G factor. It is defined as the ability to perform certain cognitive tasks related to math, verbal fluency, spatial visualization, and memory. And from this theory that the very first IQ tests were born. So, what is IQ or intelligence quotient? The term was first coined by a German psychologist, William Stern, in 1912. Stern used intelligence quotient as a way to standardize the scores he analyzed from intelligence test. The very first IQ test, it was actually designed by the French psychologist Albert Binet. We know it today as the famous Stanford-Binet scale. What is the IQ of an average person? The average score for most IQ tests is 100. It is important to keep in mind that the IQ score may not stay the same over the course of your life. The average IQ score by age can differ quite substantially. The most theorists estimate Einstein's IQ to have between 160 to 190 points. Einstein never actually took an IQ test, so the best we have is an informed guess. Gary Kasparov's IQ was reported 135 points based on a test he took in 1988. Any score that dips below 70 points is considered to be below average. Unfortunately, those with scores below 70 often have some form of mental or cognitive impairment. So, the average IQ is the score of 100. The scores that are less than 70 is the presence of developmental or any kind of disability it shows. And the IQ above 130, it indicates giftedness. Now let's see the signs of an intelligent person. Maybe you can check how many of the signs are present in you. According to the experts, various signs of intelligent person are: first one, they are empathetic and compassionate. That is, being able to understand and share the feelings of others. Then, curious about the world, being interested in learning new things and exploring the unknown. Then they are observant, being attentive to detail and noticing things that others might miss. Then self-control, being able to manage impulses and emotions and make good decisions. Then good working memory, having the ability to hold and manipulate information in your mind. Then recognize your limits, knowing your strength and weakness and being able to set realistic goals and expectations. Then passionate about things that really interest you. That is, having a strong drive to pursue your interests and goals. Then ask thoughtful questions and build off conversations. It means being able to engage in meaningful discussions and contribute to the exchange of ideas. So these are few signs of an intelligent person. Now let's have a quick recap on what we have learned. In the topic intelligence, we have learned what is intelligence. Then what is the difference of intelligence and wisdom. Then how the intelligence is defined in psychology. Then what is an intelligent quotient or IQ, and various signs of an intelligent person. Hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you and keep smiling.